Hey, I'm Kate and I'm a professional face and body painter. Come and join me on the kind of contract that dreams are made of as I head out with Area 51 Entertainment to the Maldives for 3 weeks over Christmas and New Year. So I think it's safe to say that this is definitely the longest commute I've ever had to a job. First I got the train to Heathrow, then to Qatar Airport, which is incredible, then on the plane to Male, and then the speedboat to the island, which was crazy and intense, but I loved it. So first things first, I wanted to get my kit all set up and ready to go, and then I wanted to take some time to just settle into the island. I mean, I still can't quite believe this has happened. I don't think I would ever got to go to visit the Maldives if this opportunity hadn't come up, and I'm so very grateful for it. Now, my job whilst I was there was to work alongside the entertainers to create face and body art looks that would help elevate their costumes. If you've followed me for a while and you know my work, you will know that beauty makeup is not what I do. I am a face and body painter and proud. If you don't follow my work, then please do go and check it out. It would be wonderful if you could come and join us on this crazy journey. Now, usually if I get booked for a face and body paint job, it's very bold, impactful looks that kind of steal the show, but this was a different kind of vibe. So of course the island, it very much has that luxury, elegant feel. What I had to create still had to be statement pieces because they pride themselves on having that little bit extra, like going the extra mile. But the star of the show really had to be the costumes, a lot of which were custom created, bespoke, just for this season at this island, and those ones were made by the incredible Peyton Rhiannon. You really must go and check her out. Her work is absolutely stunning. But yeah, the stuff I had to do had to complement those looks and not completely draw attention away from them. And that was a really fun challenge. I always love matching outfits. And I mean, you couldn't get a more extravagant way to do that than in the Maldives. Like, what? Just being able to immerse myself in this environment for 3 weeks was exactly what I needed. I also have a lot of other projects on usually at this time of year, so I was working a lot in my downtime as well, and I wasn't just resting on the beach every day, but being able to take a break to go and see the sunrise or the sunset or the wildlife, the sharks, the bats, just what I needed. I just really felt like I could connect with the nature, and I'm a girl that loves to sit under the moon, and the views of the moon here amongst the palm trees are completely unparalleled. I've never seen anything like it. And now the footage that you're seeing has to be the craziest Christmas day I've ever had, and I never ever thought that I would have a Christmas day like this. I have no words. Santa literally arrived on a jetpack on the beach. Like, this was just a really unreal pinch me moment, because I've never been a big fan of Christmas, but this made me enjoy Christmas, I have to say. I did feel so lucky that we had quite a lot of downtime on the island, and there was an amazing staffed beach, and just this little point here, being able to stand on this bit of decking and watch the sharks was incredible. I'm such a big fan of marine life, and I'm so fascinated by the oceans. So this is really the place to go. Anyone that knows me also knows I'm a huge sunset girl. I'm forever chasing sunsets, and the colour palette of these sunsets is like nothing I've ever seen before. So around halfway through the run, we were joined by some other amazing entertainers. We had Flawless, Fusion Juggling Team, Viva's Magic, and so many talented people. It really kind of brought the energy to a new level when they all arrived. This particular event was one of my favourites, and some of my favourite looks that I created, which it was the lawn party. And as soon as I went there for the rehearsals, I saw the flowers everywhere, and I'm like, right, florals, here we go. I absolutely adore painting florals, and those greens and those soft pink and beiges were just chef's kiss. So after the lawn party, then it was into rehearsals, ready for the New Year's Eve gala. And New Year's Eve, here we go. It was very much a Venetian theme, I noticed from the sets. The sets themselves are absolutely incredible and really helped inspire me with knowing what direction to go with some of the looks. So I went for a lot of Venetian swirls and such for the New Year's Eve gala, and Nicole Scherzinger was performing, and then probably the most fantastic fireworks display I am ever going to see in my life. Like, wow. There was a crazy staff party afterwards, but I'm not much of a party girl, so I just went to the beach to stargaze and look at the moon, which, to be honest, I did that most nights, I can't lie. Check out this little guy, he's so cute. But yeah, I would try and get to the beach as early as I could so I could enjoy it when it was quiet and also not too hot. And some days we went and explored away from the island. So this particular day we went and got the boat back to Marley, then we booked ourselves onto a trip, saw some dolphins, saw some stingrays, even got in the water and swam with the stingrays. There were some really magical moments in close encounters, and I can't get over the size of them, especially when they're like swimming an inch underneath your body. It was insane. I can't lie though, as magic as it did feel a little bit tourist trappy. There were so many people. Now after that we went to a local island, found a cat, and then just enjoyed the Maldives waters for a little bit. Honestly, I am never happier than when I am on a boat or when I'm at a sunset. So the last weekend was amazing because we got to do quite a few trips, including some snorkeling trips, and I saw a turtle. Snorkeling with them underwater was something else. I've seen them so many times from above, but in their natural environment doing their thing was amazing. And the bats, oh my gosh, the fruit bats are my favorite thing. I miss seeing them out of my bedroom window every day. They were just everywhere. They would fly so low and they were so cute. But hey, back to work, and now for the Orthodox celebrations, which I got to create these lovely florals, and then Candyland was on the beach. The colour palette was just so perfect for the sky and the sea, and look at these palm trees as a backdrop. Wow, it was so windy though. I don't know how the performers did it. So one of the last nights I took my face paints to the staff bar, and it was so fun. I'm not much of a party girl, so it was my way of connecting with people, and it was adorable. And then I always like to do something special on the last night of a trip, and you can't get much more special than this, right? I have never experienced anything like this in my life. I've done dolphin trips before as well, and this was something else. They were so active, they were so playful, they were spinning so much, jumping so much, the waves were so huge, and I was with Heidi, which made it even more special. And wow, I can't believe it, but the boat ride back to Marley at the end was definitely very, very different. And what a beautiful place. And as soon as I got home, it was snowing, but I did catch this wonderful sunset and got to cuddle my baby boy. It all kind of feels like a dream. Thank you so much to Area 51 for having me along for this journey. Thank you to Reethi Rao for having me too, and thank you for the Maldives for just being magical.